I know that I'm training with some of the best, the most elite people in the world. I believe in my coach Greg Jackson and his Daido Jitsu. I believe in Mike Winklejohn and my kickboxing. I just believe in the people around me, Rashad Evans and Joy Vinciori, Holly Holmes, a girl boxer. There's just tons of great people that's around me, and there's a quote that says, "You're only as good as the people around you." So I have a lot of confidence. I know that I'm doing the right things, and when you train really hard, you just shouldn't. When you train really hard, there's no reason not to believe in yourself. So I feel on top of the world right now. I'm not sure if that answers your question. All right.
Hey John, when you're studying the internet, looking at YouTube on things, have you ever seen a kick like Anderson Silva did? Anybody like that?
I don't think I've seen that one, no.
You know, obviously your focus has been on Ryan Bader for the last few months, but with a teammate that was preparing for Shogun, are you pretty familiar with him? How much were you and Rashad working together already in anticipation for that fight?
Absolutely. Rashad is an awesome guy. He's an awesome father, and he's an awesome friend. And, he's taught me so much about being a man, Rashad's been a UFC champion before. I'm sure he's extremely wealthy. He has it all already, and he humbled himself big time to be the best training partner he could be. I mean, he took so many unnecessary punches to the face just because he was trying to fight the best way he could fight to, mimic Ryan Bader. So hats off to Rashad Evans. He's better than most men. For everyone who thinks he's arrogant and stuff like that, I think it's silly. He's an amazing person. He really is. When Rashad was in this light, I told him that I would never fight him. Well, hopefully I would never fight him, and that and I was actually getting ready to come back and try to be the best Shogun that I could be as a training partner, and that's the understanding that we had, and now it's vice versa, now I'm actually fighting Shogun, and he's out of the picture, and he realized my loyalty to him, and he has the same loyalty to me. We already talked about it. He said, John, I would never want to fight you for the belt. Hopefully, no one ever, forces that on us and things like that. So Rashad's a great guy, and we've actually developed a very strong brotherhood and friendship, and I'm really sorry for what happened to him. But everything happens for a reason, and Rashad's come back from adversity before, and I think he's going to do great in the future. His leg's not broken. It's just like something that's causing him not to be able to fight in 6 weeks. So it's not the end of Rashad Evans.
And like I said, I know that your focus was on Bader, but had that process begun even a little bit in your mind? Had you watched some tapes on Mauricio? Had you kind of thought about how you were going to mimic him for Rashad?
Absolutely. What I liked about Shogun is that he won a Pride Championship when he was 23. That inspires me to be the best man I could be at 23, and show me that it's very possible. So I'm very real with the fact that I can be a champion at 23. And like I said, I was just getting ready to mimic Shogun. I have been mimicking Shogun and practicing it to give. And so I have a pretty darn good clue of what I'm getting into, and I'm excited about it.
Another question for John. John, when you started cranking on the neck, when you see the close-up, it looked like you were actually talking to Ryan. What did you say to him?
I would never talk to him on that. I'm big on respect, and I would never open my mouth in an octagon.
And Shogun, obviously you haven't seen anyone like John Jones in the UFC, but previous in Brazil and in Japan, have you ever fought an opponent that would be close to a John Jones?
Maurício, obviamente você nunca lutou com alguém com estilo parecido com o John Jones no UFC ainda, mas na sua carreira no Japão ou no Brasil você já enfrentou ou já se deparou com alguém com um estilo similar ao do John Jones?
Na verdade eu acho que cada um tem um estilo de lutar, né? O John Jones é um cara bom de Muay Thai, ele tem um bom wrestling também. Na verdade, basicamente o treinamento que eu queria fazer para lutar com o Rashad, né? Que é a parte em pé e a parte do wrestling.
Well, actually, I think each fighter is a different fighter with a different style of fighting. But John Jones is a very good striker, has a good Muay Thai and a good wrestling base. And to be honest with you, it's pretty much the same type of work I was doing training for Rashad Evans, training a lot of wrestling, a lot of Muay Thai, so it doesn't change that much.
Fought Overeem, right?
Yes, twice.
Overeem was about the same length, huh? Close.
Yeah, and he fought the Snake, Cyril, who is even taller.
Anderson, can you tell us what you were saying to Vitor after you knocked him out? It was a little surprising and touching that you went to check on him and comfort him. Can you tell us about that and your respect for him?
Ninguém da nossa equipe luta contra a gente, então um contra o outro. E ele quebrou esse código e infelizmente ele escolheu o caminho dele, a gente teve que lutar, mas não tenho nada contra ele. Já tive com ele diversas vezes, já ajudei ele a treinar diversas vezes, ele também já me ajudou muito. E infelizmente a gente teve que lutar, mas é normal, não tenho nada contra o Vitor.
You know, this fight, basically, what it was is that, you know, Vitor, you know, I'm part of a team, a part of a family, which is Team Nogueira. And we have a code of honor in Team Nogueira that we would never fight each other. And Vitor made that choice, and he took the path that he wanted to take. And he, you know, I've trained with Vitor a lot. I've helped him for a lot of fights, and Vitor has helped me with a lot of fights. But he chose his path, and that was the path he chose.
Let's talk about the matchup we're seeing here at the next fight. What's your immediate thoughts on how you match up?
Você pode explicar pra gente, se o Jorge sempre é a tua próxima luta, como você acha que teu jogo encaixa com o dele?
Pô, tá aí. Vai ser engraçado de novo. Vai ser um tal de cai pra lá, cai pra cá, soco pra cá, chute pra lá. Vai ser engraçado.
Once again, it's going to be one of those types of fights. It's going to be a fun fight. I'm going to, you know, go over here, fly over here. He's going to fly over there. There's going to be punches, kicks thrown. It's going to be another fun fight.
Dana, first of all, you are so beautiful today.
Thank you.
She's my friend from Brazil. She's fallen in love with you.
Really?
She would like to kiss you.
Interesting.
Do you know how you win this today, the money with the fight?
What's that?
How much they win today?
My translator?
How much they won today betting on the fights?
How much did the casino make?
We did well.
I don't know.
Okay. $1 billion. Okay, you can lend me some money
Are
to
you
go
the
to
Humpty Hump guy?
Yeah, I love you, sir. Okay, Anderson Silva win all the fights in the UFC. Do you believe the best fight, the next fight, is Anderson Silva versus Anderson Silva?
No, I think it's GSP versus Anderson Silva.
Okay.
How do you deal with that? We credited you. It took him months and months and months and months and months and months. And he finally is starting to really get it. And I was very, very proud of him tonight because that's exactly what I told him to do. Right before he went out, that's what I told him to do.
Was there something that you two had seen in Belfort's game that maybe opened it up where that kid could be successful?
I felt that, you know, he moves his hands a lot and leaves a hole. Obrigado.
Thank you. Call me to go to the nightclub today, okay? Beleza. Vamos pra balada com Steven Seagal. Vamos. Aí, meu brother. Pânico na TV. Obrigado. É a cobertura do UFC. Até a próxima.
For a minute, and got him frustrated that he would not necessarily let his guard down, but open up enough to just, you know, let that fly in there.
Final question. As you saw that kick delivered and the knockout, how satisfying for you personally?
I couldn't have been happier, man. It's one of the happiest moments I can remember.
Enjoy. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yes. How were you last night? Very, very happy.